We're continuing in our playthrough of World at War Magazine number 14, Invasion Pearl Harbor, and it is turn 7. It is still December 8th, 1941 in the early evening, and the opening phase, the United States submarine attack, misses again, so we go on to the chit draw phases, but the Japanese decide to execute their combat phase before the Americans have a chance to move around too much. The Japanese Army, which is the orange units, launch an attack against the 25th Infantry Division in Fort Shafter. And 4 aircraft carriers send the planes in to support the attack, along with the battleship Hiei. And the United States Army Air Force sends its aircraft in ground support as well, plus the Americans get the fort defenses, which yield a 3 leftward column shift. So not surprisingly, this is a successful defensive stand here, and both sides suffer step losses. Now the American carrier aircraft can perform a mission against the Imperial Navy because it supported the ground assault with the battleship. But again, they miss their target. Okay, next, the commander of the SNLF, or the red units, the Japanese Marines, assault the remaining section of Honolulu, and you can see in the picture that they were successful. They did capture that. And in this battle, the battleship Kirishima provided barrage support, and also 2 of the Japanese carriers sent aircraft. And as a result, all 3 American infantry units were eliminated here or captured, and the last part of Honolulu falls to the Japanese. Now, the fall of Honolulu does have a negative effect on the American forces' ability to move, and so does the EC Rebellion. The Japanese Navy has used all of its aircraft up to this point in ground support roles, so there's nothing left for them to place on interdiction missions, but frankly, the Americans' erratic movement allowances precludes the need for too much interdiction anyway. So we go to the U.S. activations, and the 24th Infantry attempts to buttress the defense at Pearl Harbor on the eastern approach, but again, due to the movement penalties and unlucky die rolls, not much of the forces gets into the position that I wanted them to. Then the 25th Infantry Division, which was defending Honolulu, it's so depleted now. There are very few units left to remove, and those that do remain are braced for what I would call a last-ditch effort to block the Japanese from advancing on Pearl Harbor. So I decided to keep the Americans on the defensive and not to initiate any combat here. The Japanese then take the movement phase, and both the Marines and the Army start to turn their attention toward Pearl Harbor, but they are greeted with a stiff defense at Fort Shafter. So the Marines in the red set up the Japanese left, while the Army, the orange units, hold down the right. And that's going to bring turn number 7 to a close, and that's going to lead us right into turn 8, which is still December 8th, but it is now going to be a night turn. We'll see if the Japanese learned anything from their night attacks last time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a great day.